Okay, to begin today's video, we actually pick up with Fallen Angels number 2. Now, I do want to mention something real quick before we dive into this story, because Fallen Angels follows the original Psylocke. The reason why I say the original is because back in the 1990s, Kawanin, the character we have been following in this series, was the original Psylocke. But in the 1990s, Marvel had this crazy idea to have Betty Braddock, who's right now the new Captain Britain, and Kawanin switch bodies. And so for a long time, and I mean for a very long time, you had Betty Braddock in the body of Psylocke. But right before the Dawn of X storyline began for Jonathan Hickman, they were put back into their original bodies. Now with Fallen Angels, we are learning more about her past, because when it comes to Kawanin, back in the 1990s, we were given pieces of her past life, but not a lot. And so with this series, we are going to learn more about her. Now, with that being said, though, we actually do pick up with her right now in the past, because right now she's meeting up with the man who's trying to leave Japan. Now, that right there is very important, because she does promise him that she'll be able to get him out of Japan. Now, with that being said, she does ask him one question. Do you have any connections to you in Japan? Someone you care about? Because even though you leave, the clan that is after you will use those people to bring you back to Japan. That right there is very important there. And he says no. Now with him saying no, she believes him, but of course it's already too late for him, because the clan that he is trying to get away from, they already found him. And so she has to kill him and kill the men that are after him to get away. Now we do jump back into the present day, where we actually pick up with Psylocke in X23. Now remember, Psylocke is putting together a team to basically help her figure out how to stop this new person known as a Poth. With that being said, she had asked X23 to join. Now originally, she wanted Cable to join as well, but X23 told her, do not bring Cable on this mission. He's too young, he's too naive, and she cares for him too much to see him get hurt. Now with that being said, you do have X23 kind of share some things with Psylocke, and really more about how there's a lot of anger inside of her, a lot of different emotions. But either way, it's going to be Psylocke kind of helping her get through those different emotions, because really Psylocke needs X23 on her A game if they're going to be able to actually stop a Poth, this new person who could be coming after the mutant race or the human race as well down the road. Now, Cable is part of the team no matter what, but either way, this is the moment you actually have Psylocke meet up with Cable, and when she does, we come to find out she asks Cable to look up more information about Apoth, hoping to find something about him that could help her take him down. Unfortunately, Cable has nothing for her. Now with that being said though, you do have Cable tell her that he was able to get a different kind of information about the different projects that Apoth has across the world. Of course, basically using slaves to do different things for him. And that right there is very, very bad. Now with Cable, he does tell Psylocke he wants to go to a certain location. And the reason why, because in that location, Cable had a guy out there kind of being like a spy for him, but that person was killed. And that right there makes Cable very, very angry. And so with that being said, it is Cable telling Psylocke, we need to go out there, get revenge for my friend, but also free those slaves. Now, you do have Psylocke say no. And the reason why, because she says, we can't just leave Krakoa over and over again. The more times we leave, the more times Krakoa could possibly turn against us and see us as a threat. Now, also on top of that, she says, when we leave, we can only leave when we have some crucial information about Apoth, where to find him, where to go. We can't just go down to different operations that he has across the world and take those down. We need to find Apoth. And that right there hurts Cable's feelings. Now, we do pick up in the past once again, and this time we pick up with Kawanin going after a different target, and this target is actually the wife of the man she killed at the very beginning of our video. Now, there is a good reason why, because again, remember, that man had apparently betrayed the clan, and we come to find out who the clan was. That clan was the Hand. Now, the Hand is a very powerful evil ninja organization that usually appears in Daredevil comics, Elektra comics, and Wolverine comics, and sometimes other books as well, but usually those three characters. Now, with that being said, we come to find out that Psylocke, aka Kawanin, is actually part of the Hand, and so when she said that he had betrayed the clan was the Hand, and so when he tried to leave, of course, he was going to die either way, because she was hired or brought in by the Hand to kill, of course, that man. Now, with that being said, we do fast forward to that moment where now Kawanin is going after that man's wife and unborn child, because the Hand wants that wife and unborn child dead. Now, here comes the thing though. She does not kill that wife at all. She actually let the wife and the unborn child get away. And that right there is very huge for a lot of different reasons, because that shows that she does have some kind of feeling. And also she portrayed her own clan. She went against their orders, and that right there is very huge to say. But of course, either way though, the Hand was still able to find that wife and unborn child, torture her, and kill them both after finding her. But of course, that lady did not tell how in the world she got away from Psylocke. Now, we do jump back over to the present day, where we actually pick up with Cable, X23, and Psylocke. And the reason why, because right now they are about to go on a special mission. That special mission is to go to that area that Cable wanted to go, that we saw earlier in the video, where basically there was an operation that Apoth had where he had slaves working for him to make different products. And of course, Cable sent a man out there to gather more information, but that man had died. And so right now is Cable wanting to get revenge for that person, but to also bring down an operation that's holding slaves and making slaves work. And so he did ask Psylocke earlier. She did say no, but right now she agreed, and her, X23, and Cable are going to free those slaves. But here comes the big problem though. As soon as they arrive at that operation, they do get attacked, making it seem like that somehow in some way someone knew that they were coming. And of course, this is where we're going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video.